morning. Warming it up, we'll get out there soon, make some changes. Trying to get idle a little better than it was at the end of the day yesterday, so we'll see how that works out. Get some adjustments to the wheelie bars and should be able to be ready to go make a pass with it. So, all right, guys, we're here day 2 of testing down at Bradenton. Yesterday was pretty successful. Got some good data with it. Now we made some changes to the wheelie bars, the 4-link bars. Obviously the tune-up, a couple other things, but whatever. We'll try and creep on it today and just see if we're going the right direction or the wrong direction. So Greg thinks we're going the right direction, but I actually think he's just trying to act busy. So we'll see.
Luke just said hurry up. He wants to go to Gatorland.
Yeah, exactly. Why the hell is smoking so bad? When I started up, it was like a freight train, like
it's like dripping oil right
down there, and then the throttle stuck.
I assumed that's what happened because I was like, I thought I saw brake lights and chutes and all that, and it's awfully odd that he just keeps.
Yeah, the throttle hung up. I mean, luckily, whatever, the tow thing pulled it back, but
It was wide open for a long time.
yeah.
Much better.
Was it?
Yeah.
It seemed better.
I mean,
So I kind of forget about the front half because I was engulfed in the second half.
This is the side that every time you get top end and lift, it smokes. Every run. That side, not so much. versus the other has been reading differently, so the passenger side bank started clearly misfiring because you can just see it, the widebands checking up and down. Driver's side bank did not. And then basically around that time is when the oil pressure started. The oil pressure basically checked up and down a few times, and then fuel pressure fell from 104, 105 down to about 65, and then just continued to fall all the way to 36, 35 or 36, and it's still at wide open 50 plus pounds of boost.
Yeah. Does it look like it went lean and got hot, or no?
Well, most of the EGTs are not functioning, so cylinder 6, the EGT is working. It did some odd stuff, like it's hard to tell because it's almost like there's noise in it, but it appears that it was trying to put cylinder 6 out. Cylinder 8 went hot, but it also left the starting line saying it was 1900 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And then straight dropped back to 1100ish, which was where the rest of the motor was, and hung out there, and then all of a sudden went back to 1800 plus.
I would figure that if it ran for any amount of time at 30 pounds of fuel pressure, or even 60 pounds of fuel pressure, it probably would have nipped a plug or done something if it was lean. It should have leaned out if it was really, if it lost all the fuel pressure and wasn't overly brick. I would have figured it would have burned something up.
Right.
Basically like looking for a mechanical issue, but pulled the fuel filter off, that's all clean. I mean, pulled the spud out, the fuel pump off, I mean, that all seems fine. Like, can't figure out mechanically what's going on. Obviously, I mean, smoking pretty good. We know pretty sure that's just in the turbos. I mean, these turbos went through drag week, and I should have pulled them apart and went through them before getting it ready for here, but they seem pretty fine then, so I left enough alone, but obviously I shouldn't have. They were smoking a little bit on drag week and everything, but it seems like normally after I run it for a while, everything cleans up, and then it stays pretty good. Not the case right now. I mean, as you saw in the dyno video, same thing. It smoked a little bit in the beginning, but we got it to clean up, so I just assumed cleaned up. That happened yesterday with it, except every time I went to go start it, so don't know. I mean, I don't know if the way we changed the oil lines that now we're putting too much oil to the turbos, so don't know. See what happens. You got the chance to win this Tahoe or $15,000 in cash. So month of February is going to be entries, the 1st through the 28th. Active subscribers, you know what? You get 7 entries automatically as being an active subscriber. So also, you have the chance, if you extend your subscription for a year, go on there, buy an additional year add-on, you get another 30 entries for that. Also, if you go to the merch site, so it's allsickthemag.com, all the detailed rules are there so you can read it. It is 48 states, doesn't include Alaska, Canada, Hawaii, so I don't make the rules, I just got to abide by them. So, but all the detailed rules are in there. But either way, you go buy merch on the website. Every $5 you spend, you get an entry. So if you spend $200, that gets you 40 entries. So go become a new subscriber to the magazine, you get 7 entries. Subscribe for a year, you get 30 entries. So lots of ways that you can get entries to build up entries. So when we do the drawing for this in March, or the sweepstakes company does the drawing for it in March. So literally you have the chance, either take the Tahoe, it will be down at Sick Week as well, so that's along for Sick Week, and check it out down there, or $15,000 in cash. It's going to be your choice, truck or the cash. Either one is outfitted with light bars. It's got custom Mickey Thompson tires on it, 20-inch wheels. Like I said, that Edelbrock Supercharger, it's 5.3 2-wheel drive, so it's been used, ex-police cars, so it's a cool ride though. But we'll be cruising, like I said, down at Sick Week. So get your entries to possibly win this in the giveaway. be a habit that I probably got out of that too early. That probably got us nothing because I'm an idiot and didn't stay in it long enough because I was nervous about the fuel pressure, whether or not it would act up. In my mind, I had the cone I was going to go to, and then I think I went one cone before that.
He was pretty close. Your 100th quicker to 330.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, everything felt good, but I think I just got nervous on the whole fuel pressure thing, and like, don't want to like eat the damn thing up. And
I think you made it close to 330, but I think you're out of it a little bit before.
I mean, yeah, the launch and everything's perfect. Like, I mean, everything's like
Uneventful.
So I just don't. Turbo thing doesn't bother me whatsoever. It's the fuel thing.
Yep.
All right, I'll give you my novice strap stuff. Like, because that was just a short run. We only went like 300 foot. So you're looking for like the heat to come off the strap into the plug. We got a bunch of EGTs out. So literally, like, you look like this is number 7. Like the heat barely made it onto there. So to where number 8, it wrapped around a little bit. So I mean, definitely that one was a little leaner, basically meaning it was hotter. To where the rest of these are just barely 5. 5 has a little bit off the strap, and 8 has quite a bit off the strap, which seems weird that it should be that lean. And I mean, basically I didn't even go 300 feet. So with that pass, so. Just that it doesn't have enough fuel in that cylinder, and he's got more fuel in that cylinder already, so it just makes me wonder if, I guess the thought pattern is, we know the turbos are leaking. So fuel, I didn't go far enough to get to where we had the fuel problem before, so we don't know what caused that fuel problem. That's probably of all the things, the unknown is the scariest part. Because we don't know. We don't know what to fix it. Now, with that cylinder back there, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a little debris in that injector. So, I mean, I'll talk to Greg, but I mean, I'm leaning towards switch it over to pump gas to run some clean fuel gas through it out of the back tank. Probably pull the injectors off, get the injectors flow tested, and make sure that they're good to go. Rebuild the turbos to fix that, and get some EGTs so we can actually get some true numbers off each cylinder. So I mean, that's the thing. It's like when you're really trying to lean on it, which is obviously the goal with it. I mean, on the pass earlier today when the throttle stuck, I mean, maybe it went 900, 1,000 feet or whatever on that pass before I got it off. I mean, obviously chutes were out and I was on the brakes. I mean, it still went through at 630 to the quarter. So I mean, it 160 miles an hour or whatever. So like, we're trying to lean on it. So therefore we got to make sure everything's in place for that. To just run a nice fat tune up to go run down the track with it is different than when you're really, not that we're trying to push it overly hard, but we are trying to get in that 5-second range with it and keep it there for a week. So we're trying to make sure our ducks are in a row. Best I can tell you. This is the call it the non-glorious side of what all this stuff does. We were here yesterday, everything looks great with the test hits and getting that stuff down. Then you come today, and then we had that fuel pressure issue. Obviously we got the smoke issue, but so now we're starting to find the lean issue. So these are all those little things that have to go into trying to get all the bugs worked out of it, so that hopefully when we show up in 2 weeks, well, less than 2 weeks now, it's ready to go. It's not looking good at this point because kind of a lot of stuff. I'm in Florida, my shop's in Michigan, to try and get together to then get this thing fixed down here so that we're ready to go. So what we got?
do 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 do